Mike, I'm familiar how it works in hockey, but how does a game time decision get determined on the football field, and what are some of the things Dietrich needs to do to be in the lineup tomorrow night?
Yeah, I mean, here we've always, from day one, I'm pretty sure day one, we've always said that with vets, we'll give them up until the very last ditch minute to show us they can do it or say they can't. So he'll come here tomorrow and run around and see how he feels, and if he believes he can accomplish the job, then away we go. He doesn't need any practice, right? So.
And then for a guy like Trey, I mean, what's it like to sort of just be on call, essentially, where, you have to be ready for more defensive reps, but you're not sure how many you'll get?
Well, Trey's been on the roster since day one, so he's taken defensive reps. He played last year on the defense, so it's not. I don't think it's anything like that. I think he takes reps every week, right? So I don't know that if you're dressed, you're ready to play. The fact that he's our primary returner sort of dictates that we haven't used him as much as he probably deserves to be used, in packages, because he's an explosive athlete. He hits hard. I mean, you saw it last week. He's active to the ball, right? So we probably limit, I probably limit his opportunity on defense throughout the year.
I mean, every week counts the same. Trey Volvo just told us that a win over Montreal would mean the same against Ottawa. Do you view it the same way, or is there value to beating the team that's leading the league at this point of the year?
I think we would try to not value this one more than others. I mean, you certainly don't want to create those peaks and valleys yourself, because they naturally happen, in pro sport. In sport in general, they're naturally going to happen, that emotional response to a victory or a loss. But we certainly don't want to create that in here. We want to try and be as even-keeled as possible. And once again, we don't prepare harder for one group than the next. So invariably, I think there's always an emotional response to a victory or a loss versus any team.
Mike, with Brady not practicing, has there been a thought of having him not play a game, or is that kooky talk?
Well, your choice of words I probably wouldn't use, but no, there's no thought of that. If he can go, he can go.
Have you seen any effects of the lack of practice, or is that just everything's been good as you analyze how he's played the last few weeks?
Yeah, he's a pro. I mean, I think we've all witnessed the fact that he's played really, really well with that rest. So just and trust me, he wants to practice. I think it's just we'll get to a point where he can or we won't. And if he can, he will. And if he continues along the way he's going, then he might not be able to. I mean, yeah, we don't want to look too far ahead, but the way it's going so far has been pretty good.
I mean, it's pro football. You could be lined up against 12 pylons and guys are still going to be fired up, obviously. But on a defense, though, when you're facing the top-ranked offense in the league, or one of the most dangerous offenses in the league, is there more, maybe energy is the wrong word, but just more kind of, I don't know, just more kind of juice, I guess, going into that game, just knowing like we have a really, tall task and we want to kind of make a statement against a really dangerous unit? Yeah,
once again, it's foolish for me to say no, because we're all human, right? But the point would be when you're facing an offense like that is really efficient. They do a lot of different things well, and they're physical and fast and talented. It's not about more juice. I think it's about more focus. I think everybody's going to play the game to the level of physicality that they can muster. But, are your eyes going to be right? Are you going to recall your scouting report when you're out there? Are you going to take in the information they're giving you? Are you going to be able to call on that information? Are you going to be able to communicate with the guy beside you? So when you watch their film and you see that they're good and they're exact and how they manage to make plays work, you hope that there's this heightened awareness that that we have to be exact, and and good and communicate well and all those things that you need to beat really good football teams. But it's not just going to be the defense. It's going to be, you know, when you play Montreal, when you play Edmonton, when you play these guys, you got to win 3 phases.
Fraser?
Good.
Hold on.
Mike, I got one.
Oh, Ed, sorry. How you
How
doing?
are you,
buddy?
by the
Good,
way?
man.
Good.
Good.
After the game in Edmonton, the locker room was pretty frustrated. So what have you seen from the team in the last few days that leads you believe it's pointed in the right direction and not still wearing that a little bit?
Yeah, they came back and they were frustrated. Absolutely, no doubt. But they came back and got to work. And once again, before the meetings start, my door's open, the door to the meeting room's open, and you just hear how they come down the hall and you hear how they're approaching the day. And, you know, you just feel good about it. So that hasn't changed, right? So do I recognize that it was quiet? Yep. Do I think it should be? Probably. You know, do I feel their frustration along with them? Absolutely. We're a team, right? We're all in this together, so there is going to be frustration. But we screw it back down, get back to work, and get after it, and try to have fun doing it.